most excited for. Last time I did a panel discussion for the first time. I didn't even know that I could do panel discussions. I enjoyed it so much. I wanted to do it again. This year, it's obviously much bigger and better. We want to talk about digital innovation led transformation for BFSIs and telcos. Obviously, this is a very wide topic, right? You cannot figure this topic out by just talking to an industry expert or a technology expert. That's why we got this panel together. We have industry experts and technology experts. We have industry experts from telecommunications industry as well as the banking industry here, and technology practitioners like Dhammika and Joy, giving their perspectives so that we can understand this from different angles. Let me start off with a quick round of introductions. We all know Mr. Sopai. He's been here with us from day one. He's been instrumental in our success in Cambodia. Thank you so much for being here with us again. We have Mr. Wong, who is the Chief Technology Officer for BIC Bank. He's joining us for the first time. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We have Mr. Dhammika Ganegama, co-founder of Mitra Innovation, and my boss's boss, basically. Thank you so much, Dhammika. And also, we have Mr. Roos Soka, who is the Senior Advisor for Digital Financial Services for SBI Bank. He is also joining us for the first time. Thank you, sir. We have Mr. Choi. We're very excited to have him. He's actually one of our customers. We've been working very closely with him, and we hope to work with you for the next foreseeable future. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Joy Ratnayaka, who is our WSO2 expert. Joy comes with lots of years of experience, 2 decades of technology experience. He has a global perspective. He sees things happening all around the world, and he comes with a very unique perspective to this particular topic. So I'll start off with a quick question, and I'll go through each and every one of you. The first question that I want to ask is, now we talk about digital transformation, right? Digital transformation has been a buzzword. It's been a used buzzword for the longest time. But in this discussion, we want to talk about digital innovation, which is actually a layer below digital transformation. So first of all, I want to ask you guys, what does digital innovation mean to you? And what digital innovations are you seeing in your industry? So I would love to start with Mr. Sofai.
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think the digital innovation. So I'm from telco. Right? So digital innovation and digital transformation, as the gentleman is saying, it's more or less innovation is a layer below the transformation, right? So digital innovation, what it means is like, like we have existing business process. We have whatever technology that we're having right now. We are just innovating to make sure that thing is working better and more efficient by applying a technology, applying the, digitization here to improve it, right? So that's what it means, right? And particularly within my industry here, I believe that telco and the bank is not so much different. It's more or less, it could be a partner, could be a competitor, particularly in the digital talent space here. But somehow, the innovation that I see, I can give you a few examples. Like say, you might probably heard about eSIM, right? So electronic SIM here right now is coming into picture. It's happened for a few years, but now I think becoming mainstream after Apple announced they, put the eSIM into mainstream. So that's gonna be an innovation that would mainly disrupt the distribution channels and everything here, like in the market, right? So normally you might go to dealers and purchase SIM cards and physically insert SIM into a mobile device, right? But later on, I think you don't need to. You can probably do that on the app itself. So either self-care apps, or whether you go to the website, you can all of this, done on your own, right? So that's one of the things that happens. Second thing, like in innovation, say for example, like in the telco and in the bank. I think everyone is going digital. We focus on building our own mobile apps. We can help our customer to do a lot of sales service. So by doing so, it's get the thing done faster in terms of sign up, onboarding, self-care. At the same time, it's also cut down the necessity of the people going to our shop, right? So maybe later on we can completely go digital, right? It's gonna take time, but I think one day it would come, right? And a certain thing that I also see in the digital innovation as an example is about the, like a growing exponentially on the digital marketing side, right? Previously, you might invest a lot of money in the out-of-home advertising, all the same TV and stuff, right? Now it's all going to the digital marketing, where the budget, everything here is divert to digital side, right? At the same time, there's a lot of improvement in AIs and all of the things here that improve the way we engage with customers. All of this is powered by data, right? So that's some of the example from my perspective here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Mr. Wong?
Okay, thank you for the invitation and for having me here, and thank you for the question. I'm from the banking sector, on top of Mr. Sopai, he from the telecommunication side. To me, digital innovation is similar meaning to what he has mentioned. It have digital transformation, and then it will become to digital innovation. But below that, it will have business process management, where if talking on the banking, I give you the example on the opening account. Last time, conventionally, in order to open the account, many people need to come to the branch physically, and then a lot of requirement need to be filled and scanned, sign. So by having the digital innovation, we have converted to the customer can open the account through mobile app. They no need to come to the branch, so they just like have the account by having a register through the mobile banking app. So that is one of the example on the digital innovation, and by having that, like the AI on the AI, now it's coming to ChatGPT, where a lot of things can be replaced by if you can setting the rule, and multiple language can be set. And if we have someone there to always respond to you, either you speak with them in any language, maybe in Khmer, in local language, maybe in English, or in others languages. So yeah, thank you. That is my perspective.
Thanks, Shanaka, and also for the Softlex team for organizing this. Before I answer your question, I think this is a great initiative that you all are doing for the second time, because I think Cambodia have a massive potential as a country. And Sophia and I, when we met 5 years ago, 6 years ago, he had a vision where he wants to ensure that he brings IT literacy to Cambodia. And I think it's happening, and these events definitely help. So thanks, Janaka, Kasun, and the Softlex team for organizing this for the second consecutive year. So I think the question, again, I love the tagline, digital innovation led transformation. It's very, it has a great meaning to it. I think a lot of people are muffled with digitization. There's a lot of speeches that happened this morning and the transformation. But if you really look at it, if you ask the question why an organization have to be digitally innovating, because their very existence, being in business in few years will be questioned if you are not innovating, and that's the fundamental. For me, digital innovation, whether it's the telco, whether it's the banking sector, whether it's the retail, whatever the industry it may be, it boils down to three things, in my opinion. One, it's about what does the market want? What does your customer want? What does your stakeholders want? And you really understand and see what is it that is needed today and what would people need tomorrow. So you start to really look and see what is that market gap and start to create that opportunity. We heard about Elon Musk, and that's what he did. He understood there's a gap. He understood there's an opportunity. So you start to really innovate, and you think beyond the boundaries and see what can you bring onto the table. So that's number one. It's all about creating that experience. Number two, to Sophie's point, it's about running it lean in the most efficient and the productive way, right? So the first one, you need AI and data analytics, to his point, right? Number two, for the workflow, for the optimization, efficiency gain, and all of that, you need to start to look at your business and see how can you run a workflow automation, and you bring all of this in. And then you use the technology as a lever, and then you start to cross-pollinate all the other verticals together, and then you start to see what can you do to innovate, how do you optimize it better. Right? I've seen, I mean, we are technology providers, so we work with companies from Australia all the way to the US. Right? And I've seen companies in different sizes, some are doing well, but where I've seen challenges are when companies are bigger, when they are, have multiple departments, innovation slows down because you're all only trying to do what's within your little silo. So for me, digital innovation means the strategy needs to be driven with a vision with a visionary, but everyone in the organization, including the junior most engineer or the business manager, needs to see how you can bring something innovative onto the table. And then you start to keep implementing that and you drive forward. And then more importantly, I mean, I have interacted with almost everyone here in this panel. The reason why they are very successful in this market and in this space is probably because they also have the humbleness to also listen and to work with partners, with everyone, to really look to bring that together to drive that innovation. So for me, that's digital innovation.
Thank you, Dhammika. Mr. Soka?
Thank you very much. I think we have very excellent answers already. So I just want to compliment from the Lihu Bank perspective. SBI Lihu is a joint venture between Japanese SBI Holding and the local microfinance. And majority of the client are microfinance based, only lending product offerings. And then we start to transform into a commercial bank. Suddenly you will see the customer will look at any bank. Firstly, they will look at number of branch, how they decorate the branch. And the second in line is the ATM networks. So now both branch and ATM network is scaled down, and we see the rise of digital mobile app and how we start and stop service from a single smartphones. So especially when the customer travel abroad, you will see, firstly, I need to bring my app, I need to bring card, and I also need to bring SIM or eSIM, as Mr. Sopai mentioned. But most of the time we face challenge with data roaming, so I hope that all the telco can improve. So back to the innovation, I think it's something that we do on a daily basis, and not only to bring benefit to the consumer, but also to the back-end operation, the staff, the key stakeholder in the bank, and try to do it more automative or paperless, so that we can access to the reporting, we can measure the performance instantly or in a real time, so that we can make a proper decisions. So I think that is what I want to compliment. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting this meeting. So I'm Choi from LGCNS. I'm experienced maybe 25 years system integration project managers, and I'm from Korea. So I just live in the 2 months in Cambodia for the some bank project, but that Prasak and KBH Bank merging project. But it's digital innovation means to me is just a power shift. That means when I start to the career of the system integration project, so we usually focus on the core banking side, the core banking itself. But nowadays, digital channel and connectivity is the most important thing in financial institution because in Korean experience, so nowadays financial institutions, they have no power to the selling because holding selling point is moved to the some digital company, for example, some messenger companies or some other loan comparing site, something like that. Because so all the small company so as to the some appreciate with the appropriate with the some small messenger company to sell financial product, and then they just share the some information about the loan or some credit card, something like that. They just accumulate the information, and then so all the customer go to the digital company. There is a power shift to the financial company to the digital company. So nowadays, digital innovation and power transform to the all the digital company. So nowadays, all the bank or financial institution focus on their ability to connectivity. Connectivity means how they can easily connect with the other company or some services. So digital innovation is, I think, in my perspective, is a connectivity. Yeah, thank you.
So once again, thanks a lot for the opportunity given. So I really enjoyed the day. This is the last session, and it's been a wonderful day already. So coming back to the questions, I think I will answer from the vendor or from a product company perspective. So I think all these innovation, and first I need to agree with what Dhammika said, right? So if you don't innovate, there is no existence for us, right? So you'll be like a dinosaur where kids will see us from pictures. And we have seen some of the tech giants have gone through these difficult times already. So we need to keep innovating ourselves. So as a company, what we do, regardless of the industry, it could be banks, it could be telcos, it could be healthcare, it could be manufacturing. So what we believe is we as a company, every year we come up with something new so that we provide enough room for our customers to innovate. So we are taking the complexity away when it comes to engineering, maintenance, DevOps, deployments. So I'm pretty sure when we had this event last year, we didn't talk about the products like Choreo and Asgardio. But if you look at those products today, especially if you look at Choreo, as Adisha said, you can just add your developer, just sign up with your email. You have the complete DevOps, DevSecOps infrastructure already in place, including the pipelines, GitHub integrations and everything. So you have to focus only about solving your actual business problem, right? So giving enough room, giving enough space for you to think about your actual problem in hand. And as a company, as a product vendor, we are taking the complexity away from the customers. So that's why I know some customers always say it's a bit difficult to keep with up to date with our products. In a way, it's true because we are heavily into engineering, we are heavily into R&D. So every year we come up with a new version, major version. And we already have a new product coming up in a couple of weeks, especially targeting the Kubernetes platform, right? So we are always thinking how we can simplify the day-to-day activities of the engineering workforce in a company. It could be healthcare, it could be banking or telco. So we help them to innovate faster, basically saving a lot of time that they have to spend on day-to-day maintenance activities. So I think that's what we believe as a technology company.